today's instructional video, I'm going to show you how to generate scalar fills. I'm going to use a song, a very popular song titled Moon River, as the vehicle to show you how to do some scalar fills. So if we look at the song, I'm working off basically 2.7 version for the students of mine that have the lead sheet. Start out with C major 7. Going to A minor 7, F major 7. Okay, so one of the areas that I like to use a scalar fill in is when I'm in melody jumps up a good distance, right? In this case, it's going from G, jumping up a fifth to the A. Okay, so I can do a scalar fill, something like this: 1E and a 2E. Okay, now, two things. Number one, you have to know your destination in order to get there, right? So this is my target melody note, right? Secondly, I'm in the key of C, so you have to know what key you're in to know what notes to play. So I'm going to be working with the notes of C major. And then, finally, how fast of notes are we going to use for scalar fills? Usually I use 16th notes. Okay, so, and the last thing is I always start my scalar fills on the and of 2. So if I'm going to start on the and of 2 and use 16th notes, it would be counted 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1 and 2, right? So if I start on the and of 2 and use 16ths, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes, right? These four are 3E and a, beat 4. And these two are the second half of beat 2, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a, right? So I'm going to use 16ths. I start out on the and of 2, and I'm going to do 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's going to drive toward my target of D. So it's going to sound like this: 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 2. Now here I have another jump in the melody. That's another big jump. So this is my target, and I count 6 notes down from my target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I start on this A and do 16th notes, I'll end up right where I want to be. So something like this. Let's see, where do I start? Here we go, A minor. Right? Okay, I'll count that. So it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a. All right? So it's all about what's my target and how do I drive toward that target. We're in the key of C, so I'm doing the C major scale. And I'm doing 16ths, so I'm coming in on the and of 2. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 1E and a 2E and a 3. Right? So again, 1, 2. Now, as you get more sophisticated, I'm still going to start my scalar fill on the end of 2, but I might do 1E and a 2E, 1E and a 2E and then I might play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes, right? These 6 over the space of beat 3. So there's really no way to count that. You got to feel it, but it would be 1E and a 2E and then, all right? So as you get better and better, you'll feel the beats. You'll still do the basic 2 notes to fill up beat 2, 1E and a 2E and then whatever you can fit in. 1E and a 2E and a 3. All right. Now if I'm going to do that, 1E and a 2E. And I'm probably going to play this closed because it's too hard to go 1E and a 2E. To open, it's pretty tough to do that. So I'm going to, okay. But basically I'm accelerating as I'm going toward my target. 1E and a 2E. Which is very effective, right? Rather than just all even, I'm actually playing notes that are faster as I get toward my target. 1E and a 2E and a D. So here I'm playing 2 notes on the and of 2, 1E and a 2E and I'm going to play 6 notes over the course of 1 beat. So obviously each of these notes is going to be faster than if I played 16ths, meaning 4 notes over the space of 1 beat. So I tend to like to accelerate as I go toward my target. 1E and a 2E, right? I'll go to the second half. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's review the basic concepts. Number 1, when you have a melody that jumps upward, like Over the Rainbow is a good one. So when you have a melody that jumps upward, good time to do a scalar fill. Know your target. If you don't know where you're going, you can't get there. Know your target, and then do 16th notes, 6 of them, before you get to your target. So you can go backwards on your scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't count this note as part of the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I start on the and of 2, which I always want to recommend you start on the and of 2, I'll get there in time. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 1 and 2, right? And as you get more sophisticated, you can start lower and lower, and as long as you keep it in rhythm, it's going to sound fine. 1E and a 2E, right? Also, you want to know the scale you're playing. So in this case, we're in the key of C. Not all songs stay in the same key throughout, so you must know what key you're in order to know the scale notes to play. So, know your target, know your scale, and start on the and of 2, and basically do 6 16th notes as a beginning template, if you will, for your scalar fills. As you get more advanced, you still want to start on the and of 2, but you can start 1E and a 2E and a 3. Right? Depending upon your skill level, you might be able to play 8 notes over the space of beat 3. You might be able to play 10, maybe more. Just depends on the facility or dexterity that you have. Okay, that's a brief but hopefully concise lesson on how to do scalar fills. Okay. Also, this might not be self-evident, but basically you want to do it when you have notes that are being held. 1, right? That melody note right there is 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1. So you have some space. 1, 2, 1. You don't want to do a scalar fill when you have only maybe 1 beat of silence. You want to be doing it when you have at least 1 or 1.5, probably closer to 2 beats of a held melody. In this case, 3. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a. Right? So I would say basically, I would do it when I have 3 beats in the melody. Melody don't held for 3 beats or more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And it's a lot of dead time. 1 and a 2 and. Okay. All right, have fun, practice hard, and if you'd like to view some more free instructional videos, just go to my website, pianoweb.com, click on the YouTube icon, and that will link you over to my YouTube channel where I have over 30 free for the viewing instructional videos. If you would like to listen to some free instructional audio podcasts, go to my website, pianoweb.com, click on the drop-down menu titled Podcasts, where I have 10 or 12 free for listening audio instructional podcasts. Okay, have fun. And be creative on your scalar fills. It's very, very rewarding.